Rich Boyosh Kidneo, and we're back with more D&D action in the world of Boridil. Let's see what these guys do today to get out of this predicament they're in.
Telling me without them making any notification, they're just slapping an extra $25 fee penalty because
Yeah, you
they
got to call them.
trusted me to make the payment. No, I did.
And you said that the number was put in incorrect, even though you made the payment on time.
Yeah, I made the payment on time, but apparently it bounced, and they're like, yeah, well, it's a return fee because it didn't go through properly. I'm like, why am I being penalized? I made it on time. The information's there.
Listen, Reed, just let them hold you down. And they're gonna just stick it in. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Not to mention, this is my first payment because I'm brand new at this company. So,
So you are tight then. You are fresh meat. They want in that shit.
That butthole, bro.
But it's like
You got to play the "I didn't know" card.
Well, no, I didn't because zero notification, no notification.
Yeah, but you got to play the "I didn't know,"
which is what I've been doing. Like,
oh, okay.
I had no idea.
And they're not being lenient.
No, they're just like, well, you didn't make the pay or the payment bounced, so
they want that ass.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
You could tell them you can take your business elsewhere since this is your first payment.
I don't know.
Threaten them with the "You want my money" card.
I don't think that works here because the apartments I'm at, I'm pretty sure they're CPS energy only.
Oh, well, that is shitty then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means they have the power.
Yeah.
They've got the power. Hey, Emotep. Emotep.
He spoke, but you're really soft.
Oh yeah, you're soft. Disregard. Jeff.
Ah!
What'd we do last time?
Oh, Mr.
Let me
DJ,
turn
you're too
down
loud.
Mr. DJ a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I have him at 2%, and it's still pretty loud.
You might have to actually readjust that 2%. Sometimes the volume isn't actually what it says it is.
Last time on our grand adventure, we delved into the deep, dark sewers in search of a beast that snatched someone up from the ground floor level. The guards are screaming. They're talking about a beast that kidnapped one of their fellow guards. We follow the signs into the sewers. We find an arm and some blood trails. We follow them deeper and deeper, and then we find this strange-looking, broken part of the sewer that leads down. And Shadow investigates and finds it's very, very cold. Too cold for us to venture any farther. So I go back up as Jeff, and I go buy us some winter coats that can help us survive this cold endeavor. We don them and we go deeper into the cavern below the sewer. And in the cavern below the sewer, we find this strange, frozen landscape in this bridge. These giant stalagmites and stalactites. And as we cross the bridge, these stalagmites come to life. They're these ice spiders. And then after we kill them, we notice that they're somewhat similar to what Oswald encountered in his magician tower adventure with the Grand Wizard, but not too similar. So we venture deeper into the frozen cavern, and we find this backdrop to this frozen city, and these giant light pillars in the background, the shining pillars. And we go deeper and deeper, and we come across this building with all of these spider-soaked egg casings. And Shadow decides to take some silk, and then she disturbs a spider nest. We have to kill the spiders, and then Jeff gets the idea of trying to burn the building with all the spider sacks in them, but not before Oswald finds a dead body, which we loot. And as we are doing this, these very large rock spiders appear and they attack us. And they beat the fuck out of us. They are not gentle either. We are pretty banged up at this point, but almost like I think Imhotep, he went down 3 times, and Jeff almost got one shot. But we still live, and as we are trying to decide what we want to do, more and more spiders appear blocking our exit, as we can see. So we decide maybe there's a way out deeper in the caverns. And as we go deeper into the caverns, we stealthily approach this giant glowing structure we saw from the beginning, and then we find the shape of a person down there. We investigate, and Jeff stealthily approaches, rolling like a nat 20, and we find, as we peer over the side of the the structure into it, we see Nagex speaking to this the spider figure. And Nagex turns to us, laughs and mocks us, and disappears. And then we find ourselves in the depths of the Spider Queen's lair.
Yes. So, other key things was that Nagex and the spider were speaking a language none of you spoke. So you didn't know what
Yes.
they were talking about. Nagex summoned a bone claw and gave it orders to tell Dr. Gear the attack on Cragstorm is imminent, and he is allowed to use any means necessary to take the city. The bone claw disappeared, but not right before Shadow cast invisibility on you guys, so that most of the party is invisible. As he was making his way to look that way, but because Shadow is pretty dark and Adeline is a lot further away, it all seemed to be fine and dandy. But that didn't stop Nagex from seeing you guys and turning to say that she's heard of some rumors of adventurers that have been not really thwarting her plans, but thwarting the plans of her underlings. And now she can put a face to the names. Although it's really no use at this point, as she cackles because the spiders don't play with their food and she teleports away. So we begin our session. You look in front of you, and this half spider, half female is standing there on like one of the sort of bridges. She takes up the whole bridge space with her legs, but she's a few feet above ground because she's rather large. And she just looks at you. You killed my children. And she's looking directly at Shadow and Adeline because she cannot see the rest of you. She does notice these two dead bodies right here, but she's looking and she's currently speaking to Shadow and Adeline. Your bodies will serve as carriers for my new young. Come willingly, and it will be much easier. But resist, and I cannot guarantee your life. As she says she cannot guarantee your life, she takes a step forward.
Is everyone still on top of me?
I believe so.
Well, you also said we were going to maintain our initiative and still be taking turns.
Yes. I just have to add her to the turn tracker. So, at this point in time, Dario, you're invisible and on top of Jeff. You're clinging to his fur. Is there anything that you want to do specifically, or do you want to just hold your position on Jeff?
Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, so I don't think I want to. I have like, how much health do I have?
Currently you have, let's see, 21 HP left before you drop to 0.
Okay. And let's see here. I don't think I want to move. I want to make sure we have a full assessment because this is not a great scene. So there is the spider lady.
Yep.
Are there any other spiders around?
You being human and not having any type of blind vision or blind sight or dark vision, and there's no torches because I assumed y'all put them out. Unless you want to keep them lit. Would y'all have kept them lit?
I didn't. I don't have my mage hand one anymore.
Okay.
That one's gone.
So yeah, you guys don't have torches, so you can
looking
see.
on the Gags, yeah, I would have probably not been having.
All you can see, Dario, is this dimly lit area, blue. Beyond that, the dim light doesn't reach too far out, so you can't. You, Oswald, and Jeff cannot see anything behind you. Only thing, all the lit up spaces is what Shadow can see, and some of it is what Adeline can see. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies and crevices behind here that neither one of them can see down into. They're about 10 feet.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm
as
just
of
going
right
to.
now, all you know the information Shadow gave you, as far as there were spiders at the entrance of this cavern that you guys came from, and you see the Spider Queen standing in front of you.
Okay, so are we in combat?
You're not technically in combat just yet.
Also, I'm sorry if I'm taking this slow. I don't want to mess this up. Okay.
While you're thinking
So
as
I'll.
well, Shadow, you can be thinking what you want to do, if anything specific.
Oh no, I'm always thinking about what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, so there's also. Alright, so remember what I was saying in the chat last week about that teleportation thing, teleportation circle? Is that still there? Do I see that, or is that the?
Yeah, you can see it. You do not have any. Actually, are you even proficient in Arcana?
Definitely not.
Yeah, you're not. So you would have no idea how to even activate it. You're not sure if Nagex had a spell. You're not sure if they just had to touch that orb. You have no idea.
Okay.
You've never really dealt with teleportation circles in your life.
This is interesting. Okay, so I think I'll just keep hanging on to Donkey Kong.
Okay. Shadow, you're up. Jeff, you're on deck.
What does that mean?
That means be thinking about what you
Oh,
want to
okay.
do.
Okay.
Shadow is going to mind speak over to Adeline. Shadow thinks maybe we should just go over there. Obviously, nothing bad will happen.
I was thinking pretend to come to her as thralls.
Oh, good idea. And Shadow will drop down and and wait, and like I guess
Yeah, I'll be moving.
we would want to.
Come my opportunity.
Okay, so you guys are gonna. I take it, Shadow, you're gonna hold your action to walk with Adeline at the same time?
That's a great way to put it.
Okay. Because, I
I
mean, we're not
guess.
in combat, so when Adeline moves, like, typically when you hold your action, you can't use movement with it, but since we're not in combat, this is just different. Everything's gonna transpire at the exact same time once you guys tell me what you're doing. So,
Right.
Jeff, what is it that you would do? And Adeline, I take it that's exactly what you're gonna do as well, just sort of walk
Yep.
over there? Okay. Oswald, you're on deck.
So do I still have that plus 20 stealth roll, or does the invisibility take place?
As of right now, you haven't done anything, so you're just standing there. If you do something, you might have to do a new stealth roll.
No, I'm saying, but my stealth roll from before that's gone, right?
Well, it was for that turn. There's no
Okay.
reason for you to re-stealth unless you start jumping
Okay.
and monkeying around.
No. I'm gonna start walking the opposite direction towards the place where we killed their young before.
Okay.
I want to. Would dashing, would that make more sound?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just slowly back away. I have 40 movement. I am not exactly sure where we were before, but I'm assuming it's southeast. And I want to make the quietest and quickest path that way.
Okay.
And I can move 40. So, what do you count as this terrain right here?
Mm.
And that terrain right there.
Damn it,
So the
Jeff.
terrain, it's not difficult or anything like that. You'll be able to move. The only thing is, how quiet are you trying to do this? If you're trying to do it real quiet, then it's going to take more of your movement to ensure that. If you're just kind of like, let's hope the best, and then just start moving your full movement, then it'd be better.
Could I get down to here, be as quiet as possible, from there to there?
Yeah, that'd be fine. You'd
Okay,
be
and
able to
these-
like tiptoe, Donkey Kong tiptoe.
Yep.
I would assume you're letting go of Shadow and Adeline though. Or
Oh, I
well,
thought they were.
I guess
They're
they would
not.
just like jump off.
Yeah, they would jump off. Which
Yeah.
as you do jump off, the Spider Queen kind of tilts her head a little bit, like, what were they on? But then she's like, I know magic exists, whatever.
And
Doesn't think
these
anything of it.
these dead spider bodies, what's going on with them? I know I brought them with me, but
Well, you were holding them, so if you hold on to them, they're gonna come with you.
okay, how am I holding them?
With your right arm, I believe you said.
Okay, well, I wanna make it. I don't want to carry them anymore.
Okay, so you just place them down. They were they were already kind of low to the ground. You kind of just like leave them, and they kind of make just a little bit of rustling noise as they move. But the wind is still blowing down here, so the Spider Queen doesn't seem to notice that there's something actually placing these down. Oswald, before he moves, is there anything different that you are going to do? Or are you just gonna clutch onto the monkey's back?
Well, when I use the owl whistle, does it appear first before I can write the note for it, or can I like write the note?
So you would be no. Normally, what happens is whenever you have blown the owl whistle, it comes and it has a blank piece of parchment in it. But if you have parchment in your backpack, you could pre-write the letter first. Do you have note-taking materials?
Yeah, let me check. I'm gonna say probably not, but let me. Yeah, I don't have any. Yeah, don't have any. I'd have to.
So you would have to call this really bright light creature thing
Yeah, no.
to your position. Okay, so Jeff, you lay down those two spider things with Oswald and Dario still on your back. I'm gonna put these guys forward just for a second. You move right around here. Because you're moving silently,
yes.
yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Now the thing is, the further you get away, you don't have dark vision. You're not able to see what's ahead of you at all. So as of right now, you're kind of blind. When you look this way.
I want to think. Can you? I'm saying everybody. If you guys can see, guide me. Oh, I can't. Fuck.
You can see messages. So you sit there and you think you're saying, "Hey, guide me, guys." All they hear is "ooh, oh, ooh, ooh."
All right.
Either way, I'm gonna head this direction.
Well,
if I can.
Could I say like, could you wait here a moment?
Yeah.
With the thinking stone to Jeff, like he'll be able to understand that.
Yeah. I'm ruling it that since his equipment melds with him, he's technically in possession of his sending stone and able to use and be talked to with the sending stone. So Jeff, Oswald says that to you.
Because I do want to use the owl whistle. I know it's going to attract a bright light, but my idea is quickly write the note and then just get away from that position. That way, it'd still be confusing, but like we would have moved on from then. I'm assuming the owl whistle would not break my stealth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that it breaks your stealth, because it's not an attack and it's not a spell.
How long does it take for the owl whistle to appear?
You've noticed with your time using it that the brighter the light around you, the faster it is. The fact that you are in complete darkness, it's probably going to take a little while for it to get to you. Although you've never actually tried using the owl whistle deep underground and in complete darkness. But you definitely, you have a feeling that something, like it's going to take longer than usual.
Okay, well, could I sort of retcon what I said, and instead of saying just wait here, wait when the owl appears, and then I'll tell you when to move again?
Yeah, you could say that.
Alright, that's what I'll say then, because I'll attempt to use the owl whistle.
Okay.
After I said that.
Okay, so let me. Are you going to use it right now, or are you going to wait for Adeline and Shadow?
How loud is the noise that I make?
It's a whistle. So, and being in a what you assume an enclosed cavern, it'll probably echo and be pretty loud.
But you're still invisible.
Yeah, you're
Right.
still invisible.
Well, I
So
mean, the
there'll
point
be
is,
this
like,
loud ass whistle coming from this location.
Hmm.
All right.
I'll hold on one turn then, and then use it.
So Adeline and Shadow, go ahead and use your movement.
Shadow's gonna like walk with you, Adeline, so you can just decide
I'm
where
gonna
to
just gonna go like here-ish. Question mark. And
So
bow.
So the Spider Queen,
go. Shadow also bow.
the Spider Queen starts walking forward. When she gets to that globe, she simply pushes a little harder onto the ground and is able to lift herself up to where you can see how big she is. She is a large, large spider. As you're looking from the face of the human, it's got a very dull expression, and it goes down into the slender body, and underneath it you can see the maw of a spider, the two little, I guess, fangs that it has, as well as the pincers right behind it, with a nice open, like half a foot, just hole with a bunch of serrated teeth in it. You can see that this spider is also, at least on the spider portions, covered in the rocks, much like the spiders that you guys fought before. And she crawls over very slowly.
Hey, Brady.
Yeah.
She does anything particularly? I don't know. I don't know. She just wants to like put her babies in us, right?
Correct.
Okay, sure.
As she gets closer to you, she's like, "Now receive the spider's kiss."
Shadow's gonna turn to Adeline and like
Think.
no.
I'm ready
She's
to.
She's gonna say, "Ready?"
I'm gonna miss the step if you are.
You don't. You don't have to do that. She's gonna
It's
cast.
time to flee.
She's gonna cast Thunderstep,
Oh, Thunderstep.
bringing you with her. Somewhere
Go
That
ahead.
works. I was prepared for Misty Step, but seeing that we're moving,
here.
I will cast it, obviously.
Go ahead and cast the spell.
That's neat.
That's a thing that I have to actually submit.
Alright, so Constitution save 16. She makes it. So she'll only
Okay.
take half damage.
It's nice.
So she takes the 6 damage, but so as you watch as she gets closer to you, the spider portion of her body, you see the two fangs sort of rear back as they're about to strike. And right before they lunge forward, you reach out your right arm, grab Adeline, and a big poof of lightning shatters, and there is a loud, thunderous echo going on. Oswald, at this point in time, you pull out your whistle and blow on it, and the thunder has masked the sound of the whistle, bringing no attention to you guys. But the Spider Queen, you watch as the light sort of explodes. Jeff, your ape self, I would say you can see quite a bit. You can see like all this around here, and it's a bunch of like rocky pillars and stuff. You also see quite a few different spiders that are hanging out in those locations. The exact same ones that you guys had fought earlier. They're just now finishing rappelling from the ceiling. Some of them are crawling from underneath. But you're able to sort of, you don't know how to count because you're an ape, but you see several different spiders. Oswald and Dario, you guys see specifically 5 different spiders in between here and the edge of
No, hold on,
this
let me
little
scroll
plateau.
out. In between where in the edge?
In between where you guys are and right around here. You can
It's
count.
supposed to be black for us, right?
Yes, because
Okay.
it's only for a moment that this thunder lights up this cavern for a brief moment.
Okay.
Where was it you were going, Shadow? I'll move you
Here.
guys right there. So, boom.
How many feet is that?
That was
For thunderstep.
90 feet.
Okay.
That
The
is a
ability.
neat trick. Thank
No,
you.
I've never seen thunderstep before, so I'm just curious.
So,
It's pretty dope.
after you do that, the spider, queen spider, rears back.
Shadow's going to assume she's not very happy with that.
Yeah. Is that the noise spiders make?
Probably.
That's the noise of the spiders right there. At this point, you guys are officially in combat now.
Everybody's invisible and we're way the fuck over there.
My music's not starting.
Hmm,
How
I hear
upsetting.
combat music.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't hear it. Strange.
I don't think I do either.
Is this a Mr. DJ thing or a roll 20?
No,
I
this
think
is
it's
the
roll 20.
Oh.
I'm refreshing my roll 20, see if it works.
I don't hear it.
That's weird.
I will also refresh my roll 20.
Come on, roll 20. This is some dope ass music.
And it would have been really convenient if Shadow ever decided, you know, it would be a good idea. Spells that create light.
Yeah.
Shadow
well,
has
you
never
can-
thought that ever.
I mean, and why would you? You can see 120 feet.
It'd just be nice for, you know, the other people who aren't as blessed as
You mean
Shadow
the
is.
humans?
the humans, yes, all three of them.
So many humans in this party.
Ah.
Oh man, look at all of this area that
Mainly Shadow sees this. Adeline, you can see
60, I
you can
think,
see
right?
this guy, and that guy. As well. Oh, I forgot a spot. As well as these guys.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That one's actually out of my mission.
Well, that battle music works. Interesting.
I actually don't hear it. I'm the only one. It's cool.
Anyway, this is the battle music for now. Okay. At the top of the round is Dario. So far, Dario, Oswald, and Jeff, you guys, you can see for a split second the path before you, and you see the few spiders that are in between here and the edge of this little plateau you're on.
Your line disappeared again.
My what?
The line telling us here and here.
I didn't read that. So
Yeah, there-
here, you see sort of the edge before the
Oh,
drop off.
well then why say here and here if we're not showing?
Okay, that's a drop off, you said?
Yeah, that's where the drop off is.
Okay.
So you see for like just about a second as that thunder had produced itself before it fades back to black. So I would say that because you guys are blinded, that you'll be moving in difficult terrain as to not fall over or anything like that. But if you want to go full speed, I would say it'd be acrobatics check to see if you can do it. But we
you
start with
trip.
yeah. We start with Dario.
Where are we headed?
Away from here.
Adeline, you would remember that the exit is this way.
Ah, okay. That was what I needed to know.
Oswald, as you look around in the abyss of blackness, you don't see the owl just yet. And you're hoping that it's coming.
Okay.
If you don't think you're going
Oh.
to do anything like special, like attack or jump off of Jeff, then just let me know, and we can
Okay,
assume
I
that
don't think
you
I'm gonna
hold
do
your
anything.
action.
I hold the crap out of my axe.
Okay. Shadow. You look around, and all these spiders are looking at you.
Uh-oh. I assume they're looking at me as well.
Correct. Yeah, they're looking at both of you. You don't know which one they're hungrier for.
I probably taste nice and hard, like metal.
I'm sure rock-covered spiders don't care.
That's fair.
Shadow.
You muted if you are speaking.
I can do waiting, can't I?
Waiting.
Yeah.
Like wait until the end of the turn to do your
I
action.
guess-
Initiative order? Yeah.
Yeah.
That works, right?
I just don't want to like leave Adeline behind. Like,
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about me.
are you sure?
Yep, I'm sure.
Are you sure about that?
I've got Misty Step and some other things up my
and
sleeve.
shit ton of armor.
That doesn't really help considering I never got unhit.
Let's see. Ish. Oof. Big oof, guys. Shadow's going. I get. Can Shadow move here with 30 feet?
Yeah. It's a tiny enough gap that Shadow, living in Cragstorm for a little while and probably doing some skullduggery, would be able to make that jump with relative ease, especially because you're a cat.
Alright, Shadow's gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. The spider's turn. So all of them looking this way. What's there? This spider begins to make its way downtown, crawling fast. Get the ones that are way back. These two are gonna jump
Alright,
up.
hold on.
Oh, he said hold on.
So when the first one gets in range, it's going to provoke an opportunity attack.
Yes. And that would be this bad boy right here. That will hit. As your glaive comes down, it smashes against the rock hide or carapace, I don't know. Anyway, it smashes against the rock of the spider, and you feel like not all of your damage is going through.
Alright, so with my new Sentinel ability, at 10 feet, at 10 feet, its speed will become 0
All right. So you would do that
for the rest
at-
of its
yeah,
turn.
So he'd be stuck right there. As he comes up, you sort of swing your glaive behind you and smack it in the face, and it doesn't really wince too much, but it shakes it off and stops moving.
Alright, and then with my class level 7 Relentless Avenger, when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack, I can move up to half my speed immediately after the attack. It's part of the same reaction. So I'm going to move 15 feet towards Shadow.
What the
Go for
fuck?
Yup.
Alright,
Have you literally ever
Get
done
on
that
the
before?
edge.
Nope, I've never had an opportunity to use it.
You can get like right on the edge. I'll say like you're kind of
Alright.
standing on the edge.
Alright, now you can continue to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. Now this one comes up there. I think this one will crawl on that side of Shadow. This one will begin to crawl that way. He'll be trying to like block your exit pretty much.
You gotta remember, I've always been running towards the danger, not away from it, so I've never had
That's
to use for
fair.
that.
So this spider over here by L4 ends up running and jumping down. If you guys had little scorecards, it would definitely get an 8 out of 10 on its leap. It looked pretty majestic, although terrifying at the same time.
Amazing.
The spider next to you, Adeline, is going to attack you 3 times.
Ugh.
Your armor class is 17. The first and second strike miss, but its third pincer attack hits you for 17 damage, and you are considered grappled.
Well, that's dumb. I don't
This
want to be
spider
grappled.
right next to you, Shadow, is going to attack you 3 times.
Shield.
Alright, cast the shield.
Yep. And it has yield disadvantage because of dodging.
Yes. So let's see, your AC is now 18.
Yep.
So the first strike hits you still, but it's not a crit because of the disadvantage, so that's good. But it's 23 damage still. The second attack, let's see, 18, it just makes the hit for 13 damage, and you are considered grappled. And the third strike will miss. What am I using as the grappled one? The little net. So yeah, currently you guys have a speed of 0. And that is the end of the spider's turn. Jeff,
So
you
all
blind
of
monkey.
all of these things right here. How tall are they?
They're about 10 feet off the ground.
How do they hinder my movement? They take an extra 10 feet to get over?
No. You're a giant ape. You can easily cross 10 feet. You could probably jump over a river.
Can I get to here if I dash without being impaired? Like 80 feet? Like would this stuff get in my way?
No. I would say you're good.
Okay. So, if I went to here, would I hit any of them with like my body?
It would be a dexterity check to try to dodge and weave.
Okay. How about here?
That way you'd be fine.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Uno momento. I need to click on my character O.
Well, just roll the d20. I have the giant ape stats right here. Or I did. I reset 20.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
I mean, I'm still invisible, right? So,
Yeah.
Congratulations.
yeah.
And it is a +2 to dex, so it is a 6 on your stealth roll. And as you start moving, you're like trying to tiptoe, and you think you're doing it because you're kind of like scared of what's going on, but it's kind of like big thuds. One of the spiders like turns around and just sees these like puffs of smoke coming from the ground, but it doesn't honestly have any idea what to make of it. And this spider right next to you that you moved past is looking this way to see what, because it all of a sudden the puffing stops, and it is looking this way now.
Okay. I'm guessing spiders aren't too smart, are they?
Who knows?
Who knows? But I can't do anything else, and I have made my movements with my dashes, and I'm stuck here. I end my turn.
All right. The Spider Queen. Let's see. She has a cool thing.
No, she doesn't. Nope.
So the Spider Queen, you guys hear her speak in an uncomprehendable language, almost as if she's yelling out orders. Now the thing about this language is she's still soft-spoken, but you guys can all hear it as it echoes off of the caverns. She's attuned to this location long enough to where she's gained mastery of this layer. She's going to use her bonus action to teleport 60 feet in front of her.
I don't think she can do that. Nope.
Let's see.
I veto your teleport.
Let's see. 20 feet. And you watch.
Oh, that's comforting.
She puts her back towards you, Adeline, and you can see the large portion of her backside, and she sprays her web towards you. Let's see. It is at disadvantage for the range, though, so it does not hit you. But it just falls a little bit short, and I'm gonna draw. This rectangle that's right behind you is webbed and considered difficult terrain. As she turns back around, let's see. She begins speaking again, but you guys can't comprehend it, and she ends her turn. Next is Adeline.
What are my options while grappled?
You can
I don't
use your
recall.
action to try to break the grapple. It'll be, you can use your athletics or acrobatics against the spider's acrobatic or athletics.
That's my only option?
To get out of the grapple, yes. Otherwise, you're just at 0 movement speed, and you can do anything else outside of that.
Okay, so how am I grappled? Is he holding me?
Yeah, so when he went in for the bite, his bite missed you, or no, his bite hit you, and then he grabbed you with his pincers. So he's currently got his pincers sort of around your waist, almost as if he's trying to bring you closer to try to eat you.
So if I cast Misty Step, I wouldn't be grappled anymore.
Correct, yeah. Misty Step is like an instant teleportation. You just go away.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Poof.
Poof.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna be going towards the big monkey.
Yeah.
So that's a 30-foot Misty Step, right?
I believe it is.
Yeah. That's what it
Come
is.
to the cat.
Don't do it. Oh, come to the cat. I hear in my head. You're not even 30 away though. Like,
No, it's fine.
here, I'll go right here.
Get within 5 feet of me. Please.
All right, I'm gonna.
Humna.
I don't know. I want to get away.
Trust me on this.
I can get pretty far. You see.
If you trust me on anything in your life, it should be this.
All right, I'm gonna move towards him. Trust the cat. This is in my head. All right, I'll Misty Step towards right there, and then that's an action, isn't it? Get it. Oops. Oh, Misty Step is a bonus action. That's neat.
What?
There you go.
Yeah, he has bonus action.
I could have dashed away. I could be at the monkey. Wait, let me see that.
You still have
Yeah.
your action.
Right, if I dash, I didn't realize that.
So yeah, if you wanna redo your
I'm gonna get on the monkey.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Okay. This is definitely.
Hey,
This is a thing you can do. Whatever.
You're confident. You're confident.
I'm very confident.
I'm gonna Misty Step to there.
Is he still invisible?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both invisible, but
You
everyone
have no
saw
idea the monkey's over there.
he does actually,
Ow.
because
He's
Oh.
fucking
stealth roll
magical.
was shit.
Okay.
That's also true. I was like, the fuck are those noises?
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm
so-
gonna-
So
gonna
Adeline would
dash.
know the
Yes,
general
yeah.
location of the monkey.
I'm dashing towards the giant monkey noises, and that's 45
Dashing
feet.
through
So
the snow.
I'd probably run into the monkey, honestly, because I can't see it specifically.
Is Adeline invisible? No, he's not invisible.
On a one monkey horse sleigh.
I'm hoping that the monkey will pick me up. That's where I'm at right now.
So you run over.
Exactly.
Go ahead and just roll a d20 for me
Just
as you
no.
get close to the
That's
monkey.
really-
Yeah, I would say that you start running, and then you can feel the hair of the monkey in front of you, and you kind of just stop there and sort of look up.
Hopeful in my eye.
Oswald, anything you want to do for your turn? Still no sign of the owl.
No, I'm still gonna wait for the owl.
Okay.
However, since Adeline has joined us now and he's visible, would I
And terrified.
If the spiders got too close, Would I like hold like a jump off Jeff type action if I feel they get too close? Since
Yeah, I would allow you to use your action to pretty much like let go of Jeff and sort of just fall at your feet or at Jeff's feet to be off of him. But you wouldn't be able to move or anything.
no, yeah, I just meant like if they get too close, since they're gonna be heading in our direction now, I would disengage from Jeff and
Okay.
try to go about on my own.
Okay. So top of the round, Dario, do you do anything specific, or just hold action?
Can I hold more action?
No. So if nothing, so at this point,
We're
now
gonna stack
that
these actions.
fortunately that's not a thing. But after Oswald's turn, is there anything your character would have done with his hold action, or do you just go into your turn?
Okay. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep holding action.
Okay.
Oh, I just remembered something very important.
Oh.
In concentration.
Yeah, you are.
Did the invisibility go away?
Maybe. What
You
was
got
the
hit
DCs?
with the 23, and half of 23 is 11, so the DC is 11.
Alright, I have Eel Warcaster.
So you got advantage.
And
You also got
proficiency in
hit.
fucking Constitution.
You also got hit with the pincer attack, which was 13, so a DC 11 and then a DC 10. Go ahead and roll. So you make
Yay.
it.
Yay!
Oh, thank God! Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I need to get better at concentration. I forgot to. That's my body.
It's like, oh, yeah, that's right. We were concentrating on something, weren't we?
Anyway, Shadow, it's your turn. You are grappled right now.
The fuck we are. Shadow's going to cast Thunderstep again.
Okay.
I don't know where though. Is the thing still on fire?
You see little bits of smoke. The fire wasn't like a real large.
Okay.
Like it was more of an explosion, and then everything's kind of just singed in there and smoking. But you look, and there's like black smoke still billowing out of that house from the door.
Can Shadow get here with Thunderstep?
I would allow you to get on the roof of that house. Yeah.
Yes. Shadow's gonna get there with Thunderstep.
Full circle.
And we're back.
So go ahead and move your character over there, and then if you could do your ruler 100, doesn't matter. You more than likely see. All
You can
this
see
stuff right here.
things. This isn't great.
As you thunderstep, you take a look at your surroundings, and the bridge that you guys had crossed on is completely covered in webbing. There's even webbing that comes down from the ceilings, almost as if like a net to try to catch anything coming through. And there's quite a few spiders that are standing there. All of them have taken very aggressive stances. They've got their two front legs up in the air, kind of like when a spider's about to pounce on something. You can see their fangs and their pincers are twitching at the thought of being able to catch some food.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do some quick.
What do you want, Cat?
Alright, Shadow's gonna move over here, I guess.
Okay. To the edge of it?
Yep.
Alright. Is that all?
That is it.
The Spider Queen is going to use a layer action. And she is going to, you watch as you can look back, those of, actually none of you can see her. Yeah, never mind, none of you see her.
Yeah, Shadow's out of range from seeing anything. As usual, Shadow is alone.
We're 60 feet. She knows the general location that Adeline has run to. And, Adeline, you look as you see some little icicles start to form at the bottom of this cavern and on top of this little plateau. After just a few brief moments, 4 little ice spiders appear, like the ones you fought on the bridge. They conjure up and they look around their surroundings and they all look at you.
Yes, because I am the only thing seen.
And they will act on the spider's turn, not the spider queen's turn.
Son of a bitch.
Which it happens to be the spider's turn. So let's see. So all the spiders that are in the back are going to move 30 feet towards Adeline.
Oops.
Adeline
All.
and the gang.
Mostly Adeline.
Mostly Adeline, yeah. These spiders, they're too far down to kind of have seen where you landed.
Which ones?
The ones in the over here.
No, okay.
As they crawl up here, they look and they're on even footing with you, and they see you and turn their direction towards you. Or wait, hold on. I'm thinking. Never mind, they don't even see you. This one keeps going. You still hear the chattering of the spiders. All these spiders down here, though, they maintain their position. And all of these ice spiders start to crawl. This one comes right next to you, Bill.
I would like to attack it with my glaive. I can stop one of them.
That will hit.
Alright, so
he
I'm going
stays
to
there,
take...
right?
I know where the monkey is. Yeah. But I'm going to move 15 feet this way.
Which way?
5, 10, 15. I'm getting away.
Cool.
Oh, Adeline the hero.
As you do that, this spider right here, he stays in his position as you smack him in the head. But you notice that the damage doesn't seem to come all the way through. Sort of like the exact same thing that happened to the last spider you attacked.
That's bullshit.
This spider is going to crawl that way.
Come at me, bro.
This spider is going to crawl right there. And this one, or switch those two, but yeah.
Adeline suffers for our sins.
Right?
So these 3 spiders surround you, and each of them will make a bite attack against you. Starting with the top one down and then to the left. This one hits you for 7 damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save.
Alright. So... hang on. I get some kind of aura of something rather. Whenever you or a friendly creature within 10 feet of you must make a saving throw, that creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to my charisma modifier,
Alright.
which is 3.
3. So,
Constitution.
yeah.
So,
So 19. So you'll take you'll take 5 cold damage in addition to that bite. This next spider will bite you. It hits for 24, and I need another Constitution
holy
save.
shit.
Not for
The last
24
one hit
damage.
for 6.
Yeah, it hit with a 24.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
7
my goodness.
damage.
Oh, that's a 5.
And you take 13 cold damage, which, so if the cold damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable, but you're petrified for an hour. So this spider, as it sinks its fangs into you, you watch as from your toes all the way to your head begin to get encased in ice. And you sort of like rear back trying to reach for the ape, and you're frozen solid.
How much health do I have?
0.
That would have been nice to know.
Oh yeah, so yeah, because you started the fight, you were down 53 hit points.
I did not know that. Okay, that's cool.
Does that change anything that you would
No,
have done?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Adeline the hero.
I would have fleed her harder.
So now that you're stable, these spiders have strict orders not to kill you, but to instead bring you back to their queen. This ice spider, you watch as it begins to try to lift you. And it's able to sort of lift you off the ground and sort of drag you away since you cannot fight it because you are petrified. It brings you 15 feet. Or it already moved, never mind. It just starts to hold you up as if it's about to transport you somewhere. With that, all the spiders have moved. Jeffrey, your turn.
Okay. Would I be able to dash and grab him? Or no?
No, because the grapple would be like... I would say grabbing him is your action. So you can walk towards him and try to grab him, and I would have you fight against this little ice spider for control
Also,
of
aren't
his
you blind?
petrified body. Huh?
I'm a dash.
That is true, yeah, you can't
I'm
see
a dash.
shit.
I'm a dash this way, 80 feet away. I was right here. I'm a dash 80 feet away, like right. Yeah.
And Dario and Oswald, do you guys continue holding onto his body?
For dear life.
Flee. Yeah, no joke.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the owl whistle, mostly.
I was there. I was trying to go.
Wait, so we're leaving him behind?
You guys
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see him.
Oh yeah.
You are
You
just
guys
outside.
would have heard some clanging
Noises?
of metal as you would have heard like the smashing of ice. You would have heard the clanging of some metal, and then you would have heard kind of like a as the breath escapes Adeline as he becomes petrified.
Hashtag good thing I make characters for fun.
Jeff, is that all?
I can't do anything else, so
Correct.
yeah, that's it.
One downside of transforming, you don't have access to the rest of your spells.
Yeah.
The Spider Queen. Let's see if she gets her spider web back. Nope. She is going to move forward. Hold on, what's her speed? Yeah. She's going to move forward right about here. And she is able to see Adeline, and she begins to speak again in this language that you guys cannot understand. And you watch as all the other spiders, these spiders right here, I guess none of you see them, never mind, you don't know what they're doing. Y'all are blind. Except for Shadow, but Shadow's too far away.
For once, ever.
Yes. With that, she doesn't do anything else for now. So Adeline, you're already stable, so you don't have to make death saves. So we have to skip your turn. Oswald, anything that you do?
Negative.
You know, if she hadn't conjured those freaking ice spiders, I would be with the monkey.
That is true. But layer actions, oh boy.
Oh gee, oh boy, oh golly gee.
I do nothing, just to clarify.
Shadow?
Shadow's going to visualize the entrance to this area, that little
Okay.
cave entrance that we went into, and she's gonna give it a good old dimension door.
Alright. Now, are you talking the entrance to, like, just over here? Or are you talking about
Hold
the
up.
sewer?
Yeah, over
What's
here.
the range on that?
500 feet.
Why did we not start with that?
We talked about this.
That's why he was trying to get you to come closer to him.
No, when they did the thunder step the first time, right here.
Because thunder.
Just-
Because I only have so many 4th level spell slots.
No, but like you're saying, why don't just do that before using 2 thunder steps?
Yeah,
Because this is cooler.
we could have left. Could have left immediately.
I guess lesson learned. So yeah, you're able to get over there. Let me reveal the area.
Ah, shit. Okay, there we go. Hey, I'm over here now.
So you dimension
And-
door. So these guys are on the wall. So this is
Oh,
like a little
outside?
tunnel. Yeah, this is like a little tunnel. As you appear, let's see if these guys. I don't even think. Yeah, they wouldn't even see you. So you look down at the bridge, and these guys are still looking this way. You watch these ones they were looking at you up here, and they kind of look around, and as they look in your direction, they look like pretty much gloss over it and continue looking, and then revert their attention back this way.
Trust
Anything
the
else you want to do?
cat.
You probably
Let's
could have
see.
dimension doored all of us out of here, right?
Nope.
Oh,
I think
just
you
one
can bring
person?
One person, yeah.
So, explain to me the layout of this. This is like a wall, and I'm in a tunnel.
Yeah, you're in the tunnel. So the tunnel pretty much like it starts to open up wider as it gets towards the bridge. But the bridge is pretty much like, think of the bridge as the actual entrance to the lair, like the cavern itself. So like as you're coming down from the tunnel that leads to the sewers, it starts to widen, and then all of a sudden like there's a wall. So these walls right here are connected by the bridge, and then they just go straight up. They're the cavern walls. And this is a little tunnel that starts to lead towards that carved out location that you guys had entered this place with.
All right,
Or through.
Shadow's gonna start slowly creeping away.
Okay. So you start walking away. At the end of your turn, as you're looking up the tunnel, you see an orb of light.
Huh. Just Shadow's like, the fuck is this?
Next is the spider's turn. All these spiders hold their action.
Which ones?
The ones on
Oh.
the bridge. These spiders next to the queen all sort of move forward, trying to locate the cat, the tabaxi. The rest of these spiders all start to, all together now, start to pick up Adeline.
Heavy armor is heavy.
They start dragging his ass, handing him off to another spider, dragging
One
him.
bigger and more stronger.
Yeah, handing it off to another spider and placing him petrified in front of their queen before stepping away. That is
That
their
could be me.
turn. Jeff, it is your turn, and you can hear all of this sort of like you hear their spider legs as they're a lot more weighted now. You can tell the spiders are carrying something behind you, but you don't know what.
Okay. I want to walk right there.
Alright, so yeah, as you get over here, you feel the edge of a building and you walk rather slowly to the edge of it, bringing the other two with you. Alright,
What do I see?
you don't
Nothing.
see.
No.
You're blind, dude.
Okay.
We've gone over this multiple
You
times.
got no vision. There's no light source.
Okay. I'm gonna walk that way. Right here.
Okay, so you go towards the edge. Right there.
Okay.
Hmm. Who
Then
has vision? Oh, but they're invisible.
That was 20 feet, right?
Yeah. Well, that
I'm
was
gonna
your
walk.
full, because you started up here
Oh, okay.
and went down
Yeah.
over here.
If I unpolymorph, does that drop invisibility?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
it shouldn't.
Okay.
'Cause you're not casting the spell, you're not attacking.
I'm gonna do that then.
Does it take your action, or is it a bonus action to drop it? I believe it's bonus. But if you can
Let
link the
me
spell.
click it. Yeah, let me click it. Where is you at?
Huh. What is
I
that?
don't really think it says.
No, but I would say that you can use your bonus action to end it. If you
Okay.
since you cast it on yourself.
Yeah.
I would house rule that you as a wizard would have been training kind of when you started using the spell to be able to break the concentration.
Right? All you have to do is just drop concentration in it instantly.
Yeah. So, and dropping concentration is easy to do.
Squirrel?
Okay. I want to drop that, and then could I drink a health potion?
No.
Okay.
Drinking a health potion for yourself is a bonus action. Pouring it into someone else's mouth is an action. And since you used your bonus action and your actually, you haven't used your action, so yes, you can drink a potion.
Okay. I want to drink the.
Yeah, you're currently at 1 HP.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I want to drink the regular ass healing potion.
Alright.
Don't forget how much that is.
Should just be, I think it's 4d8. No, that sounds too much.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's the superior. I think it's 2d8 plus.
Oh.
2d4 plus 2. That's what
Okay,
it
that
is.
sounds about right. Okay. 2 D4 plus 2.
So 7, so.
I got 7 HPs. 8 HPs
Yeah.
now.
And as your polymorph breaks, Dario and Oswald are still clutching to you, and as you start to shrink again, you take your hands and sort of put them next to you as you start breathing a little heavily because you're really hurt.
Yes.
So Dario, Oswald, and yourself are now in the dark. No idea where you're at. Let's see how this goes.
Yep.
The Spider Queen, Adeline obviously doesn't see any of this, but the Spider Queen is starting to use her her legs and stuff to start chiseling out locations for her fangs to embed Adeline. It takes her full action to finally get a spot where she could make this purchase, and then that is the end of her turn. Adeline is stable, so we will skip his turn. Oswald, do you do anything?
Wait a second.
So we can't see anything,
Nope.
but do I have like a general sense of direction that we were going still?
Yeah, I would say you guys are smart enough to understand, sort of, especially with that thunder lit up. You guys would have seen like this sort of, you guys kind of know you're on the edge of stuff. If you go too far down, you're going to fall into a deep dark hole, and the exit is to your left.
And still no owl whistle, I'm assuming?
You look over and you start to see a light shimmering from that direction. Who the hell's calling me? Oh, it's the lady. Be right back, gentlemen.
The entire time, Adeline has just been foreshadowing his own death so he can play a different character.
Well, the whole time I was wondering why you never dimension doored. Wow, I don't know what's still near you.
Right, I
He
was
went off on his venture.
coming to the monkey for help. Because I would have assumed Dimension Door would have been used earlier. Sorry.
I wasn't thinking about the Dimension Door. I was thinking about doing some cool shit.
The one spell. Just, you didn't even have to move. One spell. And even poof.
I'm fine. I'm gonna live through this. She obviously wants me to be a host.
She wants that ass.
Yeah, literally.
Roll charisma. Yeah, the Spider Queen is seduced.
The one place that she was able to find purchase to put her eggs. That ass.
She starts eating your ass.
So, is
That's
is
not
Adeline,
okay.
Spider
is
eating out
Adeline
of his
celibate?
Uh,
Who knows?
probably not, but he hasn't really had the opportunity either.
I mean, if you were here, you would have had the opportunity.
I've read his backstory and can confirm he's not had the opportunity.
Yeah, right.
Bill,
But
do you
probably
guys have
not.
Coke?
We have a couple cans of Pepsi, like 6.
Because Ingrid's hitting the liquor store for tonight. She's getting gin. Do you want me to have her grab anything else for you?
I've got what I need, and Bree has what she needs.
Dope.
So, get whatever you need.
Are y'all getting turned?
We're playing board games and getting turned. Yeah, I don't work tomorrow.
Nice.
I'm going skiing tomorrow.
I'll probably be there too from 4 to 9.
Don't
Let's
forget to
see.
get $10 off at Jackson's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Cool. Oswald, you see this bright globe of light appear right in front of you. And it is the normal little carrier owl, and you hold out your hand like normal and it lands on you, crawls up your shoulder. It's a nice bright light, and all of these spiders, or it sheds bright light, and then dim light a little bit further, and it's quite bright. You guys can now see up to the edge of this bridge. You're still invisible, but now all these spiders are looking at this globe of light. All these spiders are looking this way too. You can write your
Alright.
message.
Awkward.
Basically, the message I'm gonna write would be emergency in caverns below sewers. Need help to escape immediately. Spider issue critical. That'd be it.
Alright. So you write that. It doesn't take you too long. You've been, scribbling messages all your life. Yes. Anyway, you put the thing in there, and the owl starts to float away. All these spiders look like they're ready to try to catch it, and then it turns into the globe of light, and really, really quickly, at the speed of light, starts to zoom that way, right past Shadow. As they're all watching, Shadow, you're already kind of up in the tunnel, so the light doesn't help these spiders to spot you. They all know that globe of light went that way, and it came from this way. So now you guys have affirmed your footing. 20 feet down is probably instant
Certain
death. You see a rope or a webbing bridge that these spiders are using to crawl. You see a little hole from this location that they're kind of crawling out of. And then you see all these spiders that are on this bridge as the light passes by. You also see the spiders on the walls.
You've been delaying the inevitable.
Other than that, is there anything you want to do? You are not on a giant ape anymore.
Yeah, well, I moved to the right
Alright.
over here just to relocate after finding light on my position. And that'd be it.
Okay. Top of the round, Dario, your turn. You are still invisible. You're also not on an ape.
Sorry, my food came here. I'm still paying attention.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so... Alright, so we're still invisible. Jeff isn't an ape anymore. and most. Do we know that we know that the bridge is covered in web. We have these webways in front of us.
Yeah.
The webways in front of us would be a lot like the web that they put on the.
Yeah. So it like you look at it and you watch as they're able to move across it freely with no issues, most likely because like it can support their weight, so more than likely it can support yours. But you know about like spider physiology enough to know that if you probably touch that web, you're gonna have a hard time getting off of that web. Especially
Correct.
because it's suspended and it doesn't look like it's still wobbly in the wind and such, but these spiders have such a mastery with web that it doesn't matter, it doesn't affect them. You on the other hand, being a mere human, would probably have a hard time. Probably a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. So I want to stay with the group, but where is there even to go? I guess
the only exit you know of is that bridge. And you have a general idea of how to get over there. You know there's like a little pit right here that sort of hinders your way, but it should be easy for you guys to sort of jump down, cross, and then climb back up after a little bit. You don't really feel that the spiders have a location on you per se, they just know your general location at this point. And when I say they know you, they know something's over there because of that globe of light. Otherwise, they have no idea.
Okay. Okay, Can I think to my part?
Yeah, you can think to them.
Okay, so I'm going to assume. Okay, this is in character and scene.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to assume we're still next to each other. We're all invisible. So we know that the bridge is covered in webbing, and we know
That's
that those
more than
webways.
6 seconds. You only have like 6 seconds of your turn. So you say
I had
some
my
of
turn.
that and then, okay.
If you focus on it, you can hear static coming from anyone.
You're out of range of Sending Stone, as well as Shadow. So you wouldn't hear anything. Shadow, is there anything you do, or are you booking it out of up towards the top?
Shadow is booking it out towards the top, going as fast as possible.
Okay.
While trying her best to keep concentration on invisibility.
Is that on 4 legs or on 2?
Yeah, how does Shadow run really fast? 4 legs? Like a panther?
For the fun of it, when she does dash plus feline agility, yes, 4 legs.
I was kind of picturing this awkwardly waddling cat on 2 legs.
I can imagine it. I'll show you what I'm thinking of later.
Alright. I need to see this now.
I'll do it on the camera. Whoa! So now you'll have to go and watch back at specifically 1 hour and 18 minutes. So keep that timestamp.
1 hour. Okay. Thanks, I guess.
Anyway, at this point, Shadow, you are definitely out of combat. You don't feel like you're being followed. As you look back, you don't see anything following you. It'll take you going like your full speed and stuff like that. It'll take you, I think, about 5 turns. Now that you know your way around this and you're not proceeding super carefully, it'll take you 5 to 6 turns to get to the sewer.
Okay.
Next, the spiders are all kind of just standing there holding their actions, waiting for something to pop out. We spiders continue forward towards the bridge now that they've brought one of their hosts to their queen. The rest of them kind of just stand there and protect their queen just in case. Who knows? Jeff, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action and drink the other potion I have. I have one more.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll 2d4s plus 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ford.
Amazing.
Oh, whoops.
I can't lucky that. Can I? No.
Nope.
Cannot.
No.
It was a
It's
very
not an
low
attack
quality
roll.
regular ass healing potion.
Yes.
He got for free, so.
I mean, it's why it was free.
The fuck did you get a free healing potion?
You guys had left the session, because that was when you guys went to the Shadowfell, and Jeff did not go, and the
Oh.
gentleman was very,
Sympathetic.
sympathetic to his cause. Some good persuasion rolls and role playing will get you that. For shitty potions, of course.
Yes, quite.
Is that your turn, or do you move?
I'm going to move up to Oswald.
You are also not concentrating on anything, but I think your whole kit is damaged.
Yeah, I'm just moving up to Oswald.
Go for it.
And then I'm gonna just think just to him if I can, sending stones like stay close to me. Okay? And don't do anything rash. We'll be waiting for the owl. And then I have my turn.
Alright. The Spider Queen, Adeline's still unconscious, but he's stable. The Spider Queen has finished making a nice little spot right next to his neck. And she leans in close. You will harbor a great child for me. As she sticks her pincers, not her pincers, but her fangs into Adeline's neck deep enough to where it doesn't hurt him, to kill him. But Adeline, you feel, even though you're stable, like your body, you can feel this happening. You feel a fluid into your neck as the fangs, as the fangs reach out of after she's done. She then speaks in this language to the other spiders as she turns around and walks away. Now it is. Adeline is still stable, but unconscious. We skip his turn. Sorry, Adeline. Oswald, your turn.
It's fine. I
Alright.
planned this.
With the sending stone
You're just gonna
back.
keep saying that, aren't you?
Sure, yeah.
With the sending stone, I think back to Jeff. What do you have in mind? And as I say that, I still scoot over just a few more feet and end my turn.
Okay. Top of the round, Dario.
Okay, I move downward, I guess. So what's my vision in this area? Actually, tell me my
Zero.
vision first.
You can't see
Zero.
shit. You can comprehend from what the light showed you. You comprehend enough of your surroundings to be able to get through without having to take like half speed, but you still can't see the general like what's happening. You know there's spiders everywhere, you just don't know what they're doing at this point in time.
Okay, so I guess I just try to make my way as carefully as I can down to like where the bridges are in the direction of Oswald. I guess. around there, I guess.
Yeah, you can get there.
Hello? And I get my turn because I'm not fighting any.
Okay. Shadow, you spend your turn dashing, correct?
Yep.
Cool.
Alternately, Shadow could alternate standing still and then doing feline agility plus dash.
Okay. So the spiders, you guys don't see exactly what they're doing, but they're doing something.
They're, are, they're
Did
farting?
you just fart?
Are they farting?
No, I didn't make that noise.
Oh, okay. I didn't make that noise.
I stretch every so often.
And it farts? How do you
Oh.
fart when you stretch?
I promise you I am not farting.
Relaxation is when your bowels relax.
You guys hear skittering coming from this direction. Other than that, I guess we can consider this not combat right now, since they can't even see you and they're just kind of waiting around. So I take, what do you guys do as a collective, Dario, Jeff, and Oswald?
I would like to thank to Oswald. I am planning on you casting fly on you, and I want you to carry me out of here. If that owl doesn't come up pretty soon, I want you to do that, okay?
I think back. Let's try to do that as the last resort.
Okay. I hope that owl or whatever you sent is gonna bring us some aid. I'm not even sure who you called.
I sent it to the Grand Wizard. Hopefully, I agree. Hopefully, she can respond in a rather quick manner.
Hello?
Hello. Are you talking to us, Dario? I'll assume not. Anyway, continue.
No, I was done with that sentence, anyways.
Yeah, me too.
So-
Shadow, you get halfway through the sewer, not the sewer, but like the trail to the sewer, and at the end of one of the long ascending sections of the tunnel, you see a bright white light starting to round the corner.
Okay. Shadow's gonna keep running, I guess. Try to stay out of the way of whatever this fucking bright light is.
Well, I mean, you don't really have much room to dip and dodge, but the three of you guys hear this skittering coming across as these 4 spiders are all using their movement and their action to carry a frozen statue of Adeline, although you guys can't see it. Shadow, as it comes to your turn, as you start to run, rounding the corner is an elven woman dressed in robes and holding a staff that looks quite precious and imbues her. It almost looks as if it's like a sacred relic of some sort. You've never met this woman before, but you notice another elf gentleman behind her who you do know, Nishan. Oh, hey, Shadow.
Hello, Nishan. Are you here to, help?
As Deshaun begins to try to answer your question, this lady steps in. Yes, we got an urgent message from an acquaintance, Oswald, saying that there was trouble to be down here, so we've come to investigate. Do you know what's happening down there?
Lots of very large spiders.
Spiders, you say?
Yes. Encased
They-
in stone?
encased in stone. Nishan,
And
write
one-
this down. You
And
watch-
one spider queen, I Shadow guesses? Half humanoid, female, lower part spider. Fairly large, even bigger
Very
than regular
intriguing.
spider. Regular giant spider.
And so they attacked you outright. You provoked them?
Maybe a little.
The three of you that are still down here, do you guys move forward
On
at all?
accident.
Because you
I
guys,
am.
all you hear is skittering. You don't see anything.
I'm just getting closer to Oswald.
I would try to just make sure if the skittering got close to me to like back away. But other than that, I'm gonna try to not try to move or make noise.
Okay. So
I
you're
want-
just kind of holding your position, Oswald?
Yeah.
Well, I'm also waiting for, I guess, if we need to fly with Jeff. But for now, just hold position.
Okay. Anyway, back to you, Shadow. So you provoked them.
Shadow is just gathering silk.
From what? Was it just lying around?
It was like little pods.
Pods.
Shadow did not think of baby spiders.
Ah, so you attacked the nest and now you're running away. Interesting. Nishan, I'm going to send you back up. We need more people. Make sure you grab Willow, the druid. Yes, ma'am. Shadow, will you come with me? Or will you help her? And he points to Amiria.
Who?
Miria, the lady you're talking to.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't know her name's Amiria. He doesn't say that. But Amiria looks at you. I feel you know the layout and could help me greatly, but if you must tuck tail and run, I cannot argue with animal instinct.
Shadow wants to help friends. Shadow
Very
will come
well.
with.
Follow me, please. Oh, and she pulls out a little wand out of her pocket and hands it to you. Be ready to use that.
Okay.
She hands you this wand, and as you touch it, you feel this surge of magical energy coming through.
How does Shadow use this stick?
That is a wand of fireball. It allows you to cast a fireball from it by expending a charge.
Piranha exhibit.
Don't worry, I'll let you know when to use it. Hopefully we can use it more as a distraction as opposed to having to kill all these fighters. I would love to test them.
Okay.
Anyway, Nishan. Yes, ma'am. And he starts to. You watch as his feeble elven feet, which he's not even feet. None of y'all are feeble, by the way. I wish I did stats different in the beginning. Whatever. Anyway, he starts to run away back towards the sewer. As you start walking down with Amiria. So your name is Shadow, correct?
Is this correct? What is your name?
My name is Amiria. I am the Grand Wizard of Cragstorm. I'm sure you've probably
Oh.
heard about the Grand Wizard, but maybe not my name specifically.
Okay. I think Shadow thinks one of friends got captured, maybe? Shadow looked behind her and saw we were running away and friend Adeline was not there. But others were invisible, so they should still be invisible unless they did something stupid.
Very well could happen. People do stupid things all the time.
Got him.
But nonetheless, I'm sure your friends are capable. I know...
These are very strong spiders.
Oh? Good to know. You guys continue to walk down. Oswald, Dario, and Jeff, you guys don't hear the skittering anymore, as it has stopped. You still know your general location. Do you move at all, or do you hold position there?
I just gonna stay close to Oswald.
So how much time has passed by?
Roughly a minute, 2 minutes, something like that. Since the skittering began and since it stopped, it took about a minute and a half.
I'll say with the sending stone. Let's give it 3 to 5 minutes, and if nothing happens, fly out of here.
Okay.
Okay, so it doesn't take that long for Shadow and Emiria, who I don't have a token
And
for.
while we've been walking, Shadow would have wanted to talk about what she heard the Spider Queen say about what
Okay.
she wanted to do.
So yeah, as you're walking, so what all did you discover while down here? Tell me everything that you know, that way I can be better prepared.
There was crazy, weird elf-looking lady that disappeared, and crazy, I don't, Shadow does not know, zombie type creature, very creepy looking, and also Spider Queen seemed to want hosts or something.
Hosts? You mean like for breeding purposes?
Uh, Maybe if that is what spiders do.
Well, I don't exactly know how they procreate or anything like that, but I do know that they use other humans, so far anyway, other humans to do it. They inject an egg into them, and oh, that's a big lady. They inject an egg into them, and after it gestates and hatches, it eats its way out of them, driving them mad to do things that they probably wouldn't normally do before they pass. So I'm sure whatever she did to your friend, that is his fate unless we can fix it. But I do not know how much time we have. Ah, the entrance. Are you prepared, Shadow?
Just, of course.
The three of you, as you're looking towards the darkness by the bridge, you all of a sudden see white light starting to appear from this tunnel. After a few moments, you see 5 different globes just sort of move its way through, revealing the area and shedding bright light. You hear all of the spiders sitting there. They're looking at these lights, and they're hissing, and they're speaking to each other in other stuff. And you guys notice in the middle of the bridge, you see your friend Adeline frozen.
Shadow's gonna point him out. Ah, that is friend Adeline. But what is he doing?
So you... Oh, whoops, wrong one. You notice, Shadow, that Adeline is just sitting on his own in the middle, but you also notice that he is a solid block of ice. Amiria pulls you aside. Do these spiders seem intelligent to you?
Uh, Maybe they follow orders, but Shadow is not sure about individual spiders' intelligence. Spider Queen, very smart.
Hmm. Tell me, can you cast spells?
Uh, Shadow is a little bit tired, but Shadow has some spellcasting ability.
Would you be able to move your friend to me?
Uh, there's no, I don't see any like particular threats.
No, as you look, you just see there's webbing all over the bridge, so you definitely know it's going to take you a little bit to get over there. Uh, Other than that, you don't see any spiders around.
Maybe Shadow thing. For like 5 seconds while Jin does some calculations.
Okay. Well, as she's telling you all of this, uh, the three humans, you guys can see two figures standing. Oswald, you can somewhat make out that that is Amiria, the Grand Wizard. You watch as she takes out some glowing arcane chalk and starts to draw on the floor at her feet. Shadow, do you know teleportation?
Yes, Shadow can teleport.
Ah, but do you know about this sort of teleportation? And she's
Uh,
drawing a bunch of runic symbols on the ground.
Shadow's not really much for regular spell casting. Shadow more just does it.
Well, here's what I need you to do, Shadow. If you can teleport your friend to my exact location, I can get us all out of here in one piece. I do not
What
see
about
your
other
other...
friends?
I do not see them. Do you know where they're at?
Shadow looks like, no.
Can we? So you said I can kind of see her from here.
Yes, so if you guys want to start trying to move that way, you can.
Now,
Um,
well, here's a different question:
Okay.
Is ground movement speed and fly speed completely
Different?
not connected
Yes.
to one another?
Yeah. So like if you gain a fly speed, I'm pretty sure like you can so the fly speed I believe from the fly spell is 60 feet. So
yeah.
if you move the 60 feet, you can't land and move an additional 30 if that's what you're asking.
No, I
You
meant like speed modifiers. Like if you were to somehow add it to your speed, I'm guessing that would not affect flight.
you're talking with your runes and such?
Yeah, because my runes can add 30 feet, but it doesn't really. I don't know if that would apply to flight.
Hmm. I would say no because the fly spell specifically says a fly speed of 60 feet, and I'm pretty sure your rune gives you an enhanced like ground speed. Because
That's
typically
what I
when
was.
you say when you see speed plus 30, that's a ground speed. It'll say a fly speed of 30. So yeah, it wouldn't add to the flight speed, unfortunately.
And can I kind of see her, like carving the circle, or no?
You see her sort of bent down, like almost not really on her hands and knees, but she's got one knee down and she's doing something, but you can't really tell exactly what she's doing. You've also never really seen this act happen, so you don't know what she's preparing, but she's preparing something.
Okay,
Well,
Shadow will
being
go get friend.
well, being that Oswald plays with runes as well, I would maybe kind of guess
Yeah.
based on the movements that it could be rune writing of some kind.
Yeah, you definitely know she's writing runes, so you would guess that she's about to cast something that's going to help everyone out. The closer you get to it, probably the better.
Right. Well, upon seeing that, I would use the sending stone to Jeff and be like, "We need to get there right now."
I put a hand on Oswald and cast fly, and I say, "Well, you're getting us there," and tell him to grab me. And I want to prepare and as we fly, I want to prepare a firebolt in my hand.
Yeah, so as you cast fly, you are no longer invisible.
Yes.
But Oswald is now able to fly, and you sit there and you hold your action to hold a firebolt in your hand. Or did you say fireball?
Bolt. I have no more 3-level spell.
Okay. Now, Dario, while they're doing this, you're hearing their communication through the sending stone. What do you do? I'm assuming he probably can't hear us?
Well, uh, I don't know what he's gonna do, but I will use the sending stone and say, "I'll come back for you."
Okay.
But like, if he does something on his own, he still does that. But I give him that message at
Yeah.
least.
Okay. So
And
yeah,
I
I assume from what he's typing that he probably
can't.
says I'll stay right here and wait for you.
Yeah, I'm going
No,
to
that's not what he says. Never mind. Type out what you say, and then to get things moving, we'll just let them do their flying.
Well, I'm gonna fly as quickly as I can to that position where they're at.
So you're able to fly 60. Do you fly to the bridge and then over it, or do you fly straight that way?
Whatever appears to be just a quick open path straight to her.
Yeah, so it would be this way. So you fly 60 feet right here for now, for the first turn.
Now, can you dash with flight, or you just move?
I would say you can use your dash action, yeah.
Because, yeah, I'd be trying to go as quickly as possible, so if I can dash, I'll dash.
Okay. As you get to right about here, with the globes of light, you guys see on the edge, on sort of like the bottom portion of the bridge. Oh, why isn't it doing the thing? There it goes. There we go. You guys see a few of the spiders sort of waiting on the bottom of the bridge. You also see the shimmering as you pass by. You see the shimmering of almost translucent, very thin webs all around the bridge, almost as if just the mere wind shifting them gives the spider information of coming targets. They've definitely prepared something and using Adeline as the bait.
It's a trap.
Yeah, actually, I was actually going to tell you, scream that. That's actually what I was going to do. I was going to be like, Jeff, scream, it's a trap.
I scream, "It's a trap!"
It's a trap.
But you got to do that voice, though.
It's a trap.
It's a
I can't
trap!
do that. It's a trap. I can't do the voice.
Oh, that was really good, Brady.
Thank you. I've been voice acting for a little while now. I'm just joking. Anyway, you guys see the spiders are waiting in ambush, and they all look and they see you, Jeff. But they can't. They don't have any way of like getting to you, obviously, right now. But they watch, and it doesn't look like they're interested in trying to grab something that they can't. So you'll take another dash action. Before you get over there, though, Shadow, Amiria. Well, your friend seems to be covered in webs and ice. Are you good at spells?
Shadow is usually good at getting out. But Shadow has never Shadow does not have experience dealing with giant spiders.
Ah. Well, do me a favor. That wand, I want you to strike the webbing behind your friend. And then after that, I want you to strike the webbing in front of your friend.
Does it reach that far?
It should go 120 feet like the normal. So like right there. It'll
Alright.
slash around. And then essentially
So
I
it's
need
gonna,
you to burn all of the webbing so that you have no hindrances to getting to your friend and bringing them back here.
Okay, Shadow's gonna take like a couple of steps forward and
By
look
the
at the
time you're
wands,
done,
like, the
I
fuck
should
is
be done
this?
with this. And she starts
just-
to chant arcane chantings that you somewhat recognize. They are kind of the same verbal components of some of your spells that allow you to transport, but then there's other incantations that she's saying that you don't quite understand just yet. You've never heard these things. She starts
Shadow's gonna
chanting.
do her best to throw a fireball.
Okay.
The designated areas.
Okay, so you cast the fireball. Jeff and Oswald, you watch as this ball of fire goes past Adeline's frozen body and explodes, and you watch as all of the webbing starts to burn away. And you guys can hear the hissing of the spiders underneath. And as they crawl up to the top, they stay as far away from that fire as they possibly can. Amiria is still chanting, but Shadow, you know what to do.
Shadow throws the other fireball.
And it's at this point. Oh, I'm on the chain layer. You guys are able to dash and get right there. Oswald, you let down Jeff. Amiria she has her eyes closed with her hands over this runic chalk that she's written down, and she's still chanting. But you guys watch as blue arcane energy is starting to form in front of her in a swirly circle kind of thing.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm not really going to be watching. I'm going to more
You looking at the
put
bridge?
Jeff down and quickly say, "I'll be right back. I'm going to get Dario." And then
Jeff
As
looks
quick
at
as
you
I-
and says, "Fly, you fool!" I'm just joking.
Ah, you fool.
But yeah, I basically drop him off and immediately go as quickly as I can back towards Dario.
Jeff,
Is
do you do
there-
anything with your firebolt?
Is there any more webbing on the bridge?
Yeah, there's a lot of it, so you can help. The fireball's getting rid of much of it, but there's like little spots that you could probably just splotch some firebolts. And you're
Yeah,
watching
no.
as these spiders are like, they're starting to crawl up the bridge, but they don't go as far as the webbing's starting to burn, almost as if they don't want to deal with the flames.
Can I see if these are stone spiders or no?
Yes, you definitely know they're the stone spiders.
Okay. Well, I want to have a hitting parts of the bridge
Okay.
with the firebolt.
So you guys are going to town. Oswald, you're able to get back to Dario. Since Dario didn't move, you land and you sort of feel around and you're able to touch his shoulders. You sort of grab him around the waist and then start flying back the same way you came.
I get kicked in the head at least once.
Okay, you get kicked in the head. Psh, ah, fuck. And Oswald, sorry. Anyway, at this point, once you guys get to about this point with your flying, Amiria looks to Shadow. Now!
Phew! Fireball!
Go get your friend.
And Shadow's gonna like start running.
Okay.
Because she can go 60 feet with feline agility.
Yeah.
And then continue going another 30 feet.
You ever see that one video with the kid screaming lightning bolt?
Yeah. Lightning bolt.
Yes.
Lightning
I,
bolt.
I'm thinking of that, but
Lightning
with fireball.
Yeah.
But
Fireball.
Like,
Fireball. Fireball.
Shoryuken.
Hadouken. Yeah, so with your feline agility,
Because because feline agility is a free action for some reason. But the dimension door is a action, so doing like dash to get there.
so as
Great.
you cast the finer fireball ball, and then Jeff's over here firebolting the edges, you see that the massive amount of silk webbing that is caught on fire has almost, in essence, made a wall of flame. But there's a small pathway that you're able to run through without having to worry about these spiders, and you run as fast as you can. Jeff, you watch as this majestic black tabaxi is just on all fours running to go and help your friend. You see the spiders on the other side of this burning wall all hissing, their front two legs in the air as they're getting ready to go in. As Shadow gets to Adeline, you guys hear on the other side of the bridge, all of a sudden, from the ceiling, the Spider Queen drops. Stop them!
Oof.
It's a
Uh,
trap.
Shadow, as you get close, you are able to place your hand onto Adeline.
Yup.
And do you cast your dimension door?
And we poofed right where I was standing before, beside Miria.
Okay. So as you poof, roll a dexterity check for me real quick.
A check.
Yes, a check.
Okay.
Okay. So as you poof out of the way, one of the spiders drops from the ceiling right at where you were, and it's almost like a split second too late, and you would have been trampled by this spider. You poof back with a frozen Adeline, and you see Jeff, and you feel the presence of your other two comrades, but you don't see them still. you watch as the spider turns around and starts to hightail it towards you guys.
Uh,
Right as
Lydia?
it gets to the end, Amiria finishes the incantation of her spell, and a blue opening appears. Run, all of you!
Shadow drags Adeline's frozen ass, heavy armor ass
I run
self.
into the blue light.
So the portal's right here.
I drop invis and help Shadow carry the heavy
Shadow
gear.
drops your invis.
I want to cast grease, like right here, because I'm guessing the bridge is still on fire, except for like a thin right area, or no?
Well, yeah, so if you cast Grease, go ahead and expend that spell slot, and as you
I did.
cast it, as the spider is coming at you full speed, the grease plops on the ground, and once the edges touch the webbings, it catches fire, and the spider rears back, making its hissing noise as it rears its legs up. Amiria, who had stepped forward and was about to cast something, looks at you. Good work. Now let's get out of here.
Run, swim away.
All of you walk through the portal. Amiria last walks through the portal, leaving her her staff outside. And then as she brings her staff in, it's almost as if the portal comes in. And when she pulls it back all the way, a little orb at the top of it starts to glow a faint glimmer of blue. Oswald, do you know the location you guys are at? This is her wizard tower. And as you guys all step through the portal and are now out of harm's way for now. Well, that was quite a scary situation, was it not?
Yes, it was. Before this whole endeavor begins, trying to figure out what happened with our good friend Adeline.
Okay, I'm back.
I want to hand her a vial full of the
are we
baby
doing?
spiders.
Oh, you. When did you leave, Martin?
Like 20 seconds ago.
Okay. Amiria had...
right when teleportation was happening.
Okay, so you guys walk through the teleporter, and then Amiria was the last one to walk through, and she brought her staff in last and brought the residual teleportation into an orb that's on the tip of her staff. Now you guys are in some sort of study, it looks like. There's bookshelves all over the place. There's a bunch of different alchemics. There's an alchemic station. There's another station that looks to be where she scribes books and spells and such. And then you guys are in the center of this tower, and there's a large blue circle at your feet, much like the ones that she inscribed in that cavern.
Well, Oswald's going to immediately go to Miria. We don't have time. Negex was down there. The Spider Queen plans to use her army to attack Cragstorm.
Oh, well, that is grave news. Well, I
We-
guess we can talk the details later.
Yeah, we need to get people to evacuate immediately.
Yes, very much so. If Negex is planning an attack, no doubt she'll use her full force. Have you heard back from Siege?
I have not.
Then he
Chances
must have
are
his
he's-
hands busy.
More than likely.
As for your friend here, she walks over and you watch as her hands are encased in fire as she starts to go over all of the ice that is encasing Adeline and starts to melt it all. It takes a few seconds, about 15 seconds or so, before Adeline is finally unfrozen, still stable, and sort of as she lightly lays him down. Nishan, never mind, Nishan's not here yet. Excuse me, Shadow, could you hand me that red vial? And she-
Shadow, as soon as Adeline looks like he's physically not frozen,
Mhm.
she'll have been digging in her bag and getting out one of her homemade vials of healing potion.
Okay. You came prepared. Very good. Bring your friend back to us, please.
He shoved it down his throat.
Well, I also looked.
I feel like you were waiting to do that.
Maybe.
That was really good.
And Adeline is awake now.
Yes, Adeline is now conscious.
Shit, that works quickly.
Well,
Adeline! Shadow is
You're
sorry.
alive.
Shadow did not mean to leave you behind.
Oh, you didn't leave me behind. You're good.
Okay.
I
What
look
is
to Amiria. Do you have other means to help restore vitality?
Can I roll perception?
Yeah. For what? What are you looking for?
Shadow's gonna be like.
No, I
also
mean to be
over.
healed because
A
Well,
whole
no,
lot.
no, no.
As- as
I'm responding to Emotep. Type out
Oh,
what
my
you
bad.
want to do with your perception. Like, what are you looking for? Amiria looks to you, Oswald. I do not, but I'm sure if Nishan hasn't gotten to Willow, Willow can help us.
Well, we also need to get to Dr. Gear immediately. He's been working with Nagex.
Dr. Gia. What?
No,
with
out of
Nagex?
character. That we did hear that, right? You did.
No, you heard Belladura.
Yeah, the other guy.
Or I thought.
You heard a
Protocol
doctor. Yeah,
about-
Dr. Belladura.
I could have sworn you said Gear earlier in the recap. My bad. All right. Well then I don't say that then.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah. For some reason I thought you said Gear.
Negative.
Um,
If I did, it was by accident, and I
Yeah,
apologize.
maybe.
But I don't remember doing it.
I'd like to approach the Grand Wizard and tell her that we have all been bitten by the the spiders down there. I think Adeline have received worse treatment. Is there anything about that you can do, or is there anything you can do about that?
So if you guys are looking for something wrong with Adeline, it's not more of a perception check as it is a nature check or medicine check, actually.
Okay.
How does
I
Adam
said that'll be a
feel?
12.
Well-
So yeah, Adeline, as you come back to life, you feel a stinging sensation on your neck.
What? You cut out.
Oh, you feel a stinging sensation on your neck.
I'm gonna scratch at that, basically.
As he scratches at that, all of you see him scratching his neck, and then he kind of
Dario
looks
says,
at it, and you all see two small little holes. Amiria notices this, and she comes to examine, exactly like the other victims.
Victims.
Anyone that has ever gone crazy by this sickness that's been plaguing Cragstorm for who knows how long, these are the marks that they all bear before they go mad.
Madness.
Yes, and from what I've been able to put together, it would seem that you've been injected with a spider egg, and it's somewhere inside of you, and when it finally hatches, it will eat you inside out. The pain is excruciating, and you forget all sense of self, and you lash out at anything around you in order to try to numb the pain before it's too late and you die. But I've been working on a way to get rid of it, and as of right now, I do not have any potions, but I'm sure, well, there's more invasive maneuvers that I could do.
So, out of character, potentially terrifying. I have divine health,
Hmm.
so I would be like immune to all the adverse effects and
Yeah, I
Yet
think of
still-
poisons, right?
immune to diseases in general.
Yeah, this is not a disease.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That
I
could be-
can ride alongside you.
Yeah, there's an actual condition called disease, and this is not
Oh,
that condition.
gotcha. I realized
Yeah,
Alright.
disease.
because I could still have the egg in my neck, but oh, hey, that's gross.
Yes, very much so. Regardless, I believe we have a little more. We have time to save you. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But for now, if what Oswald says is true, and I'm most certain all of you can confirm this, we have a city to save.
Yes. Before I forget, I want to pull out a vial that has the baby spiders inside of it, and I want to hand it to the Grand Wizard and say, "We found this. This might be able to help you in your research."
Very good. Thank you very much. I will study it later. And you watch as she mage hands it to one of her a spot that holds beakers and stuff like that, and secures it in place. Well, I'm sure that I can trust you all. You know the families of Cragstorm, most
The
notably Martillo and Casero.
yes.
I feel if we stand any chance, we will need their assistance. You guys go talk to them. I will talk with the Bartons. I will let the palace guards know to let you in at any time of day. Please come and see me once you have spoken with them. Let me know what they say. I must go and try to figure out if Barton will believe us or not.
How will we
Hold
get
on,
back in here? What do we
real
say to the
quick.
guards?
We've
Go.
never actually spoken to Casaro, right?
No,
The closest we've done is a cat. Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. You've talked.
All right.
Oswald knows exactly where Martillo resides, but none of you have ever been to see
So,
Casero, and you don't know exactly where he lives, but who knows?
So, I'm going to be speaking to Mira again.
Yeah.
How will I be able to gain an audience from Martillo in an emergency?
Well, tell him I sent you, and if that doesn't work, and she waves her mage hand and you watch as it's scribing a letter. This should help gain you an audience. I'll write you a second one for Casero, although usually he does not answer my calls directly.
All right. Well, the moment she hands me Martillo's note, Oswald's gonna head towards Lord Martillo's place.
Okay.
Y'all may come if y'all like, but I'm heading to Lord Martillo. If some of you wants to stay for the Casaros, I'll be off.
Shadow can go try to visit Caseros.
So just because of the sake of time, we're going to be ending the session at this point.
Okay.
So if there's any last minute like role play situations y'all want to do real quick, we'll go ahead and do them and then wrap it up.
Okay.
Well, I already said Oswald was grabbing the note heading out the door, so if you want to interject for Oswald, other than that, he's
done.
heading off.
Aren't there two notes?
Yeah,
Well,
she's
no,
gonna be
he
writing
took the
two different ones,
Martillo note. There's going to be a Casaro note as well.
Yeah. I guess at this point, I mean, you guys can discuss this, I guess, out of character, but we'll go ahead and say that since you guys are, about to be heading out the door of this location, because it's only going to take her a couple moments to write these notes, you guys discuss with each other before we play again next time to see who goes where. That way we can jump right into it next time. But as for that, we will go ahead and put a close to today's session. I'm going to end my stream, and I'll be right back. All right, appreciate everyone coming out. Hopefully you had a good time. I'm glad my party didn't die. That was great. Other than that, we'll see you next time. Peace!